Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first, analysis reaction video that is happening on the Benjamusicking channel here. Today, I want to start us off by looking at something that combines both of my primary interests in music, both kind of contemporary arrangements of music, particularly in the percussion medium. I'm blending that with my love for classical music, and so there's this arrangement that I listened to a long, long time ago, and I don't quite remember it that well, so I thought it'd be cool to bring it back. This arrangement of Ma Mère Loyer by Ravel, but arranged by a percussionist with the name, it's an insane name, Aurélien Gignoux, or Gignoux, I don't know, I don't speak French, which I'm presuming it's French. But I wanted to take a peek at this, because I remember it being really exceptional. It's a piece that I got to play with an orchestra a while back and was a treat to play, so I'm really curious to see what its arrangement for solo percussion would look like, considering that there's a lot happening. It's being a whole orchestra has now been reduced to, a marimba and some other instruments. So without further ado, let's take a peek here at Ma Mère Loyer by Ravel, performed and arranged by Aurélien Gignoux. First off, he's in a gorgeous facility. Love the lights. All right, so immediately I'm remembering how complex this is. So in the back, he has this really beautiful tam-tam suspended with a mallet suspended in front of it, which makes me think he's going to do some quick changes. We have crotales in front of the marimba, and then this blows my mind. I've never seen this, I think, except in this particular instance, is it looks that there's suspended xylophone bars. Or that's my guess. It could be marimba bars, but they look pretty small, and I wouldn't understand why you'd put that there if you had them, at the higher end of the instrument. So immediately I'm looking at some interesting combinations here, and I think it just has to do with the orchestration and trying to mimic the sounds of the orchestra and the different timbres. He also has these taigongs hung up above. So we have these two metals here that are going to be, I think, a nice change of color. The marimba is the primary instrument, and then some crotales for the more metals and xylophone bars suspended, looking like maybe even individually arranged. I'm really excited to maybe get a peek at this rack. So anyway, sorry for interrupting. This looks to also just be the third movement, if I'm remembering correctly, is listed here at the bottom. I might be misremembering that. Could be an earlier movement. And I'm presuming this is Aurélien playing here. Let me check. Oh, yes. Okay, it says performed and arranged. And he's at the Kohlberg Manufactory. Okay, that's why it is so stunning. Wow, it's really exceptional playing. And here we go. This is what I was thinking. These xylophone bars indeed are individually suspended with custom resonators for each bar across this kind of utility rack here. That's it's a lot of effort. And then the same thing with the crotales here, and they're attached to the same beam that the taigongs are suspended on. Mallet choice is great too. Nice. Xylophone bars indeed. Wow. So listen to that again. That's really interesting here. As a percussionist myself, especially, we think so much when arranging about how we can get different timbres, which is really the advantage of our medium and of our instrumentation. So using different parts of the mallets is really cool, and he does that on the crotales right there for a thinner sound. Right here, check this out. Watch what he does with the shafts of the mallet. I think in the left hand, right hand, right there. Wow, cool. Holy cow! Look at that outer mallet. That guy did his method of movement. Whew. It's my favorite part. Whew. Whoa! All right, I gotta stop there. Glistening across the upper register of the Rimba is a bold choice, and I don't think I ever would have said this, but it worked. He pulled that off. Let's see it again. I gotta see that. Wow. Okay, I gotta stop interrupting him. I promise I'll let it play. Oh my gosh, okay. We okay, I'm sorry. I just said I wouldn't stop. But look, okay. The sound of this tam tam is glorious. There's no other word for it. What a beautiful sounding tam. These gongs as well are especially pretty, and I think he does a good job at using this moment to kind of change the color. You know, we're so used to this all these wood sounds, and to pivot there into these more boomy, resonant metal colors, I think is effective not only because of the way that the melodic and harmonic character is changing, but he's mirroring that with the timbre, and I think it's a really good job. And I also want to give a shout out. If you look right here, he is 3 mallet grip. That's fun. But let's hear that. Let me hear that tam tam again. I was waiting for it because it's also one of my favorite parts in the original by Ravel. Here we go. Wow. Wow. What an amazing sound. Love that. The little grace notes on the top. Oh my gosh. We've ditched one of the harder mallets in the upper hand. Still is one of them though. What a versatile setup. It's a smart choice to keep that harder mallet. Not only because of the crotales, but he's able to kind of bring out that melody line. Oh my gosh. You hear this is beautiful. Sorry to interrupt again, but the crossing of the melodies, he's keeping. Not only is he doing kind of the harmony and accompaniment in the bass line with his lowest mallet, but he's also keeping that melody in the hand, while also now adding a new melody that's technically very difficult to play, with a lot of those kind of double lateral motions happening on the upper end of the instrument, and that happening simultaneously. It really is beautifully orchestrated, and gives the effect as if you're not missing anything in this arrangement. And I think it deserves a second listen there. You watch him ditch this softer mallet on his right hand to the second harder mallet. There's that first melody and the new one. Wow. That is hard. Whew. And accurate. I've been playing for 15 years, and that I would dread what he just did in his right hand. Look at that, and the accuracy and the fluidity with which he moves in that right hand is just exceptional. Watch, it's beautiful. It's like such control. Very musical. Kohlberg marimbas with that low register there. Wow. It's like listen again. I can't tell. Okay, hold on a second. I'm sorry. What am I looking at? What is this gold? I think he just hit it. Aha. There it is. There it is. This is almost like a brass beater, almost, that gives a much more delicate sound, and he's hitting this instead of with the mallet to get that that harder sound that we expect with crotales. That's really beautiful. I didn't notice that the first time. Wow. That's a cool device, though I imagine it's expensive. Wow. Yeah, that's an incredible arrangement. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm really stunned at how thoughtfully orchestrated this is. So often we consider Ravel to be kind of a master orchestrator. I think he's really paid attention, Aurélien, here in his development and thought process of, okay, what did Ravel, keep in what voices, and how can I make sure that I kind of pay the due deference to those moments that are really important to the work. And I think he did a really excellent job at picking those out and making them stand out by coming up with such an ingenious, really kind of multi-percussion setup here. Everything's well within reach. It's smart use of both verticality, kind of the length, distance, the trap table in the back for the quick mallet changes, the tam-tam behind him with the lower mallet, or the softer mallet rather, kind of draped across it, all really thoughtfully done, and allowing him to be versatile and explore the versatility of percussion as an instrument. And I'm really impressed, and I think this was incredible arrangement, and beyond that, some masterful playing. I'm not familiar with any of his other work, but I think maybe I should be, because an exceptional talent here for sure. The technique is really phenomenal. So that is Merloyer by Ravel, arranged by Aurélien. I'm going to butcher his last name again, Gignoux, and I'm really thrilled that I got a chance to kind of listen to this and hopefully bring it to your attention as well. If you haven't listened to the original, I would urge you to do so, even if it's just this movement, and then come back and kind of compare. And I think you'll see just how good of a job he does at making sure that all those different little orchestrational nuances that Ravel paid attention to, he mimics here with the different instruments. So, beautiful job, and thanks for listening along with me. I'll see you next time. Thank you.